Hey, welcome to our episode of Chad's Beer Reviews. Doing yet another beer that Tilray brand sent me. They sent me some more Blue Point, Montauk, and SweetWater beers. So this one, I wish they had sent me this about a month ago before Christmas. It has a nice Christmassy theme. I actually had this beer, or I should say, I reviewed this on the show way back in Christmas of 2010. What am I talking about? SweetWater Brewing Company, Festive Ale, ale brewed with spices. We double dog dare you. It doesn't really say what's in it on the can, although at least it's fresh for another 3 months or so. Before I get into the pour, I'll just bring up the website real quick. So it's funny because they tweak the recipe year by year. So this has Centennial and Golding hops and a dose of cinnamon and nutmeg. I remember previous years it was mace. And the ABV is a little lower. It's 8.1. It used to be 8.5. And they even show you the malts and hops and all that stuff on here. So love when breweries put all the details on there, even the IBU. All right, so I pour it into the Chad's Beer Reviews Anonic pint glass, or 12-ounce glass, I should say. And it's it's a deep kind of chestnutty brown coming out of the can. Once it's in the glass, it looks black. I guess you could say it is. It pours to a big, kind of light brown. At first, it's like big, like wet, coarse bubbles, but it's fizzled down into like kind of a more, compact bubble froth. So let's give this thing a smell. Yeah, smells pretty Christmassy, or like a winter warmer, more appropriately. I definitely get cinnamon and nutmeg. Has that lovely. It has like a Christmas cookie kind of aroma to it. Has a, not to be like a pun here, sweet water, sweet kind of. Yeah. I'm not sure if they're going for a stout or brown ale as the base brew. Probably. Actually, it's probably more of like a porter. I wouldn't really call it roasty, but like there's kind of like an essence of like dark chocolate on here. But I would say like a natural, like just from the malts, like there's no chocolate syrup added here. I would not consider this a pastry stout. So let's dive in. Cheers. Yeah, it's been a few years since I had this. I just checked my Untappd. I had this Christmas of 2021, and before that it was 2010. So, yeah, this is for a I hate to say it, a supermarket, craft beer. This is actually pretty good for a, Christmas themed beer. Yeah, I would probably consider this like a porter as the base style. It is not super roasty or bitter. Not that it's completely lacking in those characters. You definitely get a dark malt essence on here. But I'm not getting coffee. It's just kind of like the taste of darker malts. Very debittered, you know. The cinnamon nutmeg are, I would say prominent, but they're not like, an explosion of flavor. Yeah, nice combination of like the dark malt, kind of hinting at roastiness without actually being super roasty, or just like the intensity is like way lower. And then you combine that with the spiciness of the cinnamon nutmeg, and it's a good pairing. Yeah, so to me this is kind of like a porter. Just like the taste of dark malt, slightly roasty, or like, just kind of like a general kind of dry bitterness. I'm not really picking up anything like specific from the hops. There's like maybe like a earthy floral character there. But then like you have the cinnamon and the nutmeg kind of giving it like a Christmas cookie, almost a gingerbread kind of thing. That's, in fact, that's what they're missing here. They should have done ginger, and they could have, this would have been a nice kind of gingerbread cookie thing. By the way, great lacing on the glass. And also, you know what I forgot to mention? This is, I mentioned it. It's 8.1 ABV. So, that's for a supermarket beer. That's actually pretty strong. And the fermentation control on this is nice. Like, this is not burning or warming or In fact, if you had handed this to me blind, I'd probably say, I can tell this is a fairly strong beer. I probably would have put it like 6, maybe 6.5 tops, but 8.1, pretty good. It has a nice kind of smooth texture, borderline creamy, although that's from this particular glass. Yeah, very smooth, not super thick, probably about medium full, not straight up full. Carbonation, probably about moderately low. Like I said, really smooth. Aftertaste is, kind of a spicy, roasty kind of aftertaste. So it finishes actually kind of bitter, or, it's definitely not a sweet finish. So don't go into this thinking you're getting like some kind of pastry sour or something like that. So I mean, I would have to say this is probably the best beer that I've had from SweetWater. Probably the best beer they make. They should figure out a way to like rebrand this as a year-round offering. So so I'm gonna go fairly high on this one. I like it. It's not perfect. There's nothing really wrong with it at all. Like maybe a little bit more body, or like maybe a little bit more complexity to the spices, because like cinnamon and nutmeg, it's very like those are like the pumpkin spices. So it's like throw a little cranberry, or like they used to throw mace in there, or orange peel. Anyway, so I'm gonna give an 8 to the SweetWater Festive Ale. I like it. It's very good. Definitely the best beer SweetWater makes, at least the ones that I've had. So if you watched all the way in, you're awesome. And thanks to the people at 𝓑𝓻𝓮𝓻𝓲𝓷 for sending me this and a few other beers down there. And I will see you guys on the next episode. Cheers.
Somebody brewed it. Chad just reviewed it. Thanks for watching Chad's Beer Review.
Trust me, the next episode will be a lot better.